You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for September 1st through the 12th. Kyle is rejected and Kane is furious. On Monday, September 1st, it is Labor Day, but we should be getting a brand new episode. We've got Claire showing up to dinner at the Abbott mansion, and Kyle is flattering Claire, telling her how much he loves her, how great she is. Kyle admits he was stupid to push to expose Audra's scheme, and Kyle assures Claire he was really gonna tell the truth, just not while she was grieving her dad's death. Kyle really wants her trust back, but Claire says it's going to take some time, but Kyle's not giving her any time at all, and he's asking Claire if she still wants to move in together because Adam's ready to sell his apartment to them. And then Kyle's talking about how great Claire is with Harrison, and then Kyle proposes and Claire's jaw drops, and not in a good way. Audra tries to get close to Nate again, but he reminds Audra she walked away from him. Then Audra tells him she wants to work things out. She's talking to Nate about making a commitment to him and how she's changed, but he just wants to hear the truth, and Audra finally admits she did make a dirty deal with Victor, but Audra insists she would never have slept with Kyle. Nate's completely appalled that she would break Claire's heart this way, but Audra tries to justify it and asks Nate for another chance, but he says Audra chose business over him and Nate cannot live with her betrayal. So they are done. Amanda sees Audra and Nate spat and tells Audra she saw her and Kyle looking cozy in France, but Audra insists that was strictly business. Later, Victoria consoles Nate about splitting from Audra. They talk about losing Damien and Cole, and Nate says what Victor and Audra were doing to Kyle and Claire was awful, and Victoria agrees but says Victor backed down, but she's skeptical that's true, and Nate says he is done with Audra forever. Diane and Jack worry about Kyle's hasty proposal to Claire. They blame Victor for the issues the kids are having, and Jack wants to take Victor down for good. Jack tells Diane that Billy has a plan to get Chancellor, but they worry about Billy being unreliable. Still, Jack and Diane agree that taking down Victor is worth it, but Diane tells Jack if they do this, he cannot worry about Nikki getting hurt in the process. Diane says they have to put Kyle first, and Jack finally agrees after Diane reminds him that Nikki always makes excuses and enables Victor's bad deeds. On Tuesday, September 2nd, we've got Kyle surprised by Claire, and I believe this is her giving her answer to Kyle's proposal. I don't think it's going to be a yay, it's a diamond. Yes, I feel like it's going to be more of Claire being upset that Kyle just didn't hear her about needing some time. He did this bad thing, then he lied, and then she feels like he only told the truth because he was cornered, and then she just wanted a minute to breathe and process and think it through, and he didn't listen to Claire, so he is still making these mistakes. Amanda does something risky for Phyllis on Tuesday, and I wonder if she's going to advocate to Kane to keep Phyllis on board. Amanda may even tell Phyllis about Kane's winter's plan without his permission. Whatever it is, Amanda is sticking her neck out, and that's never a good idea where Phyllis is concerned. Plus, Victor will not budge with Kane, and Victor is pushing on Kane to show up and help them destroy the Abbott family. Either that or he's going to release that info on Colin that he thinks is going to tarnish Kane's brand. On Wednesday, September 3rd, we've got Holden teaming up with Claire for payback on Audra. And obviously that's for plotting against her and Kyle and making that dirty deal with Victor. If you remember, Holden was all about Audra, but now he's all about Claire. So I think Holden is going to be on board to help whatever Claire wants to do to Audra. He's the perfect co-conspirator. Diane and Jack have some advice for Kyle and some comfort, and I'm guessing he's going to come to Jack and Diane upset that Claire shut down the proposal, which of course Diane and Jack expected would happen. And I'm guessing Jack and Diane say, do what she asks, give Claire the time. But Kyle probably won't listen again. And Sally gets a surprise on Wednesday when Billy makes a commitment to her. I don't think he's dropping to one knee to propose. I would be stunned if he did. Maybe he's going to ask Sally to move in. Thursday, September 4th, Michael Baldwin gets a new opportunity, and I wonder if the Winters family needs a new lawyer. There's a lot of businesses in Genoa City, but most of them, Victor would be outraged if he went to work for, and that's always going to be a factor in Michael's decision making, even if it shouldn't be. Claire absolutely loses it on Audra. Obviously, that's for trying to break Claire and Kyle up and putting Claire in this terrible situation she's in now. I think Audra's attitude is going to be that she's paid enough because she lost Vibrante and she's lost Nate, but I don't think Claire's going to stop. Audra poked somebody who was raised to get revenge. She messed with the wrong girl. Nikki prepares a romantic night for Victor because he's always romancing and spoiling her. And on Friday, September 5th, Phyllis oversteps and may ruin things for herself yet again. I'm very worried that Phyllis is going to betray Amanda's confidence and get them both in trouble. Lily presses Kane to be honest. If Lily's coming back around asking him about his real plan, no way is Kane going to tell the truth because he's coming for Lily's company. Now, I don't know why he thinks that's a good idea since he wants to get back with her, but that's his plan. Victor gets his family ready for battle, but I wonder if Adam and Nikki will really help Victor target Jack and Jabot. Going after Kane, going after Billy, that's fine, but Claire and Nikki will be upset. Maybe Adam too, but Nikki always lets Victor get away with everything. I don't think Claire will though. The week of September 8th through the 12th, Kane makes a decision. When Victor's driving this hard bargain with him, Kane's going to have to decide how far he's going to let Victor push him. The problem with a blackmailer is if you give in once, they will never go away and they will never stop. The Newmans are ready to strike at Jack and at Jabot, and we'll see if any of the Newmans actually warn them because they don't want Victor going after them. This whole feud thing is just tired. I don't even know why Josh Griffith is doing it. And the excuse for it about the Nikki sobriety thing is so thin and so inaccurate that I just don't understand it. Phyllis is left scrambling, and Michael makes a decision about the offer that was made to him. Claire and Audra's war escalates, and Kyle is pleading his case to Claire. Holden is making himself very available to Claire, and Diane and Jack are quite worried about Kyle and what's going on with Victor.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.